Welcome to Avalon Waterways. This video is an excerpt of the Cruise Amigos interview with Pam Hoffey, COO of Globus family of brands and Managing Director of Avalon Waterways, which was recorded live on July 26, 2020. To watch the entire interview, a link will be provided below. To keep up with the latest in travel and cruise industry news, my interview shows called Chillie Chats, or the Cruise Amigos interviews on Cruises for Solos, hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. The bell notification will tell you when we go live or a new video is posted. Hey, good afternoon and welcome to Cruises for Solos, the Cruise Amigos show. And to introduce everybody, the guy in the orange shirt down there with the baby grand piano in the background, that's John Reitmeyer. He's up in Minnesota. He's a gentleman beet farmer. He's been growing beets for 4 generations or something silly like that. And then the guy over there with a little bit of a lack of hair on top, that's Pete Hall. He's over there in London. He talks funny. And then we have an absolutely fabulous special guest today. Is Pam Hoffey, who's with Avalon Waterways and a whole bunch of other stuff, which we'll get to talk about. And if you're new to this channel, welcome to the show. We do this every Sunday at this time, and we have interesting guests. And as always, it's just a delight for me to introduce Pam. And Pam, welcome aboard.
Well, thank you very much. It was such a treat to be asked to join you, and it was just a couple days ago that we pulled this off, and I got to do my hair and put on a little makeup on a Sunday, and I never do that. So when I go to the grocery store later, they're going to be shocked and not recognize me. So it's a glamour Sunday here in my house in Denver.
Now, see, I get up every day and do my hair and makeup.
Do you? I can tell, Chillie. It's apparent. Yeah.
Pam is actually the Chief Operating Officer of Globus family of brands and Managing Director of Avalon Waterways. And that's a river cruise company that's we're going to learn about today. So, and you guys, I admit I know very little about river cruising. It's not been one of my strong suits ever. So I am so excited about it.
Well, Pam. I am excited to have people who don't know that much about river cruising to talk to and to share. You know, you all have told me your passion for cruising and that you do a lot of ocean cruising, and river cruising is, so different from ocean. The word cruising is probably the main similarity, quite honestly, and that we're on water, obviously. I started my career in ocean cruising, so I have spent a lot of time on the seas as well as on the rivers, and there are huge differences. And so we can talk about some of those differences and hopefully give you some spark to come on the rivers with us and some of the audience as well. I saw a couple of names pop up of people who I know have sailed with Avalon. So I know we've got some Avalon fans here watching, so that's exciting also. Bethany, I've seen lots of your posts, and I know you went to the Mekong in March-ish. I loved following your photos, and that's one of my favorite cruises, so it's great to have you here. And you've been to Europe, I think, a few times too, so yeah, it's great. It's great to have so many fans in the audience. So hopefully they'll chime in and tell you what I'm saying is true.
Fantastic.
Part of the Globus overall corporate structure, which you've got a bunch of companies, but the Avalon Waterways is one. You started off with one ship, way back in like 2004.
That's exactly
Tell us
right.
about your ships now. How many and
whatnot. Well, if I can, I actually want to give a little bit of a history of Globus, just to even take it back a little bit further. So the company started in 1928. So we're talking a very long-standing company that's family-owned, and still by the same families that started the gentleman who started the company actually started it by buying a boat, which is so funny as a historical start, to take people across Lake Lugano in Switzerland. So that was the start of Globus Family Brands in 1928. And then the company just grew to touring in Europe and then touring worldwide with the brands Globus and Cosmos. And then in 2004, the brand Avalon, as well as a independent travel brand called Monograms, were started. And Avalon, as you said, with one ship. And now we have 14 ships in Europe and 2 ships on the Mekong. So we have 16 of our own ships, and then we charter space on ships in the Galapagos, on the Amazon, in India, and also in Egypt now. That's our latest destination. So sailing all over the world, but predominantly in Europe and in Southeast Asia with our own ships.
And you get to go all these neat places.
I have been very fortunate to go to a lot of these neat places. I haven't been everywhere yet, so I still have a big bucket list for sure of places to go. But I was really lucky in my life before starting with Globus. So I've been with Globus for 17 years. And before that, I was with an organization called Semester at Sea, which is a program where college students travel around the world on the oceans. And I did that quite a few times, as well as with a cruise line that was their sister company. So yeah, I've gotten to see my fair share. And with Avalon and Globus, I have done quite a bit. I've been very fortunate to travel a lot.
When you get out now on your own products, how well known are you, or can you incognito just a little bit, or do they know you're on board?
So the crew know I'm on board for sure. Yeah, that's not incognito. Guests typically figure it out relatively quickly because the crew are talking to me, and I also introduce myself. I say who I am. I don't believe there are a lot of people who try to travel incognito who are in the travel industry and don't say who they are necessarily. But for me, if you were to Google me, that's really thankfully all that shows up about me is that I work for this company. So no, I would never deny it. Plus, I'm so proud of this company. I want people to know who I work for and to give me their feedback, of course.
Do you have any plans, Pam, as Bethany's asked, to sail on the Douro River? Do you have any plans?
So we have been looking at the Douro for quite a while. It's definitely on our list. It's on my list too. So as I said, I've got a list. The challenge there for us has been to build one of our panorama class ships. So since 2011, we built our first panorama class ship, and we have now built all of our ships in that style. And that's one of the main things people love about Avalon Waterways are these panorama suites, which is our kind of trademark cabin. There it is. And that is 80% of our staterooms are that cabin. It's 200 square feet, which is very large for river cruising, 30% larger than the industry standard. And what makes it so special is that window. It's 11 feet wide, so your entire suite has wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling window that opens 7 feet and allows you to turn your stateroom into a balcony when you want it. And that bed facing the view is the other thing. And we haven't really gotten into the big differences between ocean and river cruising, but the views is the big difference. I mean, I love a sea view as much as anyone, but a river view and all the different things that you see as you're sailing down the river are pretty amazing. Just the ever-changing landscape,
This video has been an excerpt from the live performance of the Cruise Amigos interview with Pam Hoffey held on July 26, 2020. If you've enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up. And remember to watch the entire interview. A link to the interview is provided below. I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.